This is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, and I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bomb Squad.
Greenwood Stock Trading wants to show you how to make money in the stock market. Be a successful investor and make money from anywhere in the world you choose to be. Travel more. Spend more time with friends and family. Or simply just enjoy the freedom to have fun. What are you waiting on? Join us today on your successful options trading journey.
All right, man. Let's talk about Josh Taylor. He said he had running back with Jack Catterall. I think he said his family was attacked. A number of things, but he said it had the rematch to be at 147 pounds. So, let's hurry up and run through. I'm gonna read this real quick. So it says, see if we zoom in. Let's go 150%. So it says that Josh Taylor, I watched it back. I won a very close fight. I do rematch 47. Okay. So I'm gonna talk about all that. I'm gonna talk about people say it's a robbery and it's a robbery. Little mama took your chain. What did the Polo G say? I'm gonna talk about all people that's going around crying about this robbery. I'm gonna explain why it wasn't a robbery. So let's get to it, right? So it's the boxing scene staff. By them, shout out to them. Undisputed junior welterweight champion Josh Taylor has reacted to a widespread criticism regarding the scoring of the mandatory defense against Jack Catterall, which took place last Saturday night in Glasgow. So, yeah, he was in his backyard. I had a good little crowd, too, by the way. Taylor retained his titles with a razor-close 12-round split decision based on scores of 113-112, 114-111 in his favor, and another George scored at 113-112 for Catterall. Okay, so just this is my scorecard. I scored at 113-112 for Catterall. If the point wasn't taken away, it'd have been the same thing. Because Catterall would have because he took a point, so it'd have been a draw with the point have been even because in 9 they took a point away from Catterall. He was holding, but I wasn't no point. You don't do that in a close fight. So that would have went this way, and then that would have went that way. So, these two, yeah. So I think it would have still been a draw. I think he still would have won. Yeah, because the point would have went. Yeah, Catterall still would have won on my card if the points were erased because he got that knockdown. But like I said, it was a close fight. So during the fight, Taylor had a lot of trouble with Catterall boxing style and also suffered the first knockdown in his career. While many observers feel Catterall was robbed of a win, Taylor has renewed the fight and firmly believes that he did enough to edge out a victory. He said, quote, I've taken a few days for some well-earned time with the family after not seeing them for a few months. I've had a chance to watch the fight back. First and foremost, I want to congratulate Jack Catterall on a great fight. He rose to the occasion and fought a valiant fight. However, I believe I won a very close fight, Taylor stated. Quote, many fans believe Jack Catterall deserved the decision, and that's fine. We both went in there and fought our guts out for 12 rounds, but personal attacks on my family, especially my family, are disgusting and uncalled for. My days at 140 are numbered. My future is at welterweight. Jack Catterall deserves another title shot as soon as possible. I've never ducked the challenge in my career, and I'd be happy to fight Jack again, but it would have to be at welterweight. Jack is a great sportsman, hell of a fighter, and deserves every bit of admiration he's been receiving. I want to thank my family, my team, the fans who packed the OVO Hydro, and everyone who watched on Sky Sports, ESPN Plus, and around the world. Fighting as an undisputed champion on Scottish soil was a dream come true. But I'm only getting started. I'll be back and better than ever. This time ready to conquer the welterweight division. Now, most people believe that's a flat out lie. Okay. And I thought some of the rounds that Catterall won was clear and convincing. And I thought some of the rounds Taylor won early on. I mean, I guess they could have went Catterall away, but so I mean 10-7, 2-7. I mean, 2, I thought Taylor won 2-7. I thought Taylor started to come on a little bit, but I mean, you know, to the naked eye, it looked like Catterall like dominated the fight. That's how I was looking at it. Like I would have to get ready. So I was looking at the fight, bro. I was looking at looking at it, and it was like Catterall was getting the best of him. But when I didn't really see the fight in its entirety, so I went back and watched it the next morning on ESPN Plus. That was a great thing about ESPN Plus. They had the fights on demand, so I watched it, and I scored it like 1 point for Catterall. Even take the points away, Catterall still won by 1 point, but 1 point isn't a robbery. 1 point isn't a robbery. So you know, a lot of people going around saying, there are a lot of people going around saying it was a robbery. It was a robbery. How can a fight score by 1 point a robbery? And the reason it was that close is because Catterall, you know, he started cruising after the knockdown. I don't know if somebody in his corner told him that you got this fight in the bag, but after the 8th, he lost the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. That's 4 rounds. That's 4 rounds. And Taylor won 2 and 7. That's 6 rounds right there. You gave up 6 rounds. You gave up 6 rounds. So, I mean, what did you expect? You gave up 6 rounds. Okay. And then he at home. So there's probably, bro, he at the crib, and there's probably like, you know, at least 1 swing round out there, because he was being aggressive and Jack was just taking his time and being surgical. So there's at least 1 or 2 swing rounds. So it's definitely not a robbery. You gave up the 9th and the championship rounds. You gave that up. So I mean, he can sit there and cry me a river, but bro, you coasted on the back half in a championship caliber fight. You cruised down the back half of that fight, bro, didn't do nothing. And you dropped him and you hurt him and didn't even try to build on dropping him. Ain't that crazy, bro? When he threw more than 2 shots, he dropped him. 3, 4, he dropped them. That dude threw 3 or 4 shots, he dropped it and then never did it again. You can't just beat nobody with 2 punches. You know what I'm saying? You trying to beat somebody with 2 punches. 1, 2, and they was convincingly clean. You know, but he was getting on the inside and thugging it out. He was making the fight. You know, in boxing, ever since the Golovkin and Canelo won, they've been scoring it for the aggressor, and even if it's ineffective aggression. And in boxing, they don't even try to score, you know, ring generalship for somebody that's defended. Defense is ring generalship more than ineffective aggression. The name of the game is hit and don't get hit. There's been several fights where they just been scoring for ineffective aggression. The Rigondeaux Casamayor fight, ineffective aggression. It's a number of them. Even the Canelo Triple G fight too. It was ineffective aggression. So I mean, they can say whatever they want to. Catterall lost that fight on his merit, on his own. You in somebody's backyard, so you down 2 or 3 points automatically. You in somebody's backyard. Then you hurt him and didn't follow up. Just kept throwing 1 or 2 shots. Let your hands go. His corner should have been telling him, throw 3, 4, 5 shots. He walking right in with his face up. Throw combinations. And had he threw combinations, man, he would be world champion by destruction. That's all he do is throw 2, 3, 4 shots. It'd have been a wrap. He didn't. He lost that fight. In a fight by 1 or 2 or 3 points, it's not a robbery, especially 1 or 2 points. How you call a fight a robbery? He gave up 9, 10, 11, 12 rounds. He got 4 rounds. And I had him winning, 2 and 7. That's 6 rounds he won right there. Plus, you in his backyard. Plus, you in his backyard. So what you think? Plus, you in his backyard. So you're already down 2 or 3 points by fighting, and you ain't the house fighter. You ain't supposed to win. You just supposed to be there and get beat on. So you down 2 or 3 points coming to the fight. And I had you winning by 1 point. How's that a robbery? You blame the boxing point system. That's who you blame. The boxing point system. Blame them. That's exactly who to blame. The boxing point system. If you don't score a knockdown or work somebody over, it's 1 point. You up by 1 point. Blame the system. You know, the boxing point system keep people in the fight. He dominated the middle rounds. And then he coasted down the back half and gave up rounds. You can't give up 4 rounds. You can't. You can't. And then you in somebody's backyard for all the belts, step it up. Throw 3, 4 shots, 5 shots. This fight would have been over by knockout. You got guys that take what they want. You got guys that wanted to come to him, and Catterall wanted this fight to come to him. Catterall wanted this fight to come to him. He should have just took it. He could have knocked him out. Catterall could have took what was his. You know, but some people don't have that mental makeup. They should have told him, go out there and take it. No, they don't mail it in. You don't mail it in, bro, in somebody's backyard for a championship fight. This was Undisputed. He sat there and mailed it in. He started just never built off the 1-2. Never built off of it. Just 1-2 movement. Terence Crawford would have started landing the 1-2, man. Soon after that, he started shooting 3 or 4 shots and finding the angles. Soon after that, it would have been, and Catterall had the angles. All Catterall had to do was step over and keep firing shots. He lost that fight, bro. That's his fault. That's his fault. That's his fault. He lost that fight. And that's just what it is, bro. You can't just come down the stretch of an undisputed championship fight in somebody's backyard and just not throw punches and keep throwing the same 1-2 shots. You know, he should have been 1-2. When he threw 1, 2, 3, 4, he dropped them and never did it again, bro. And that throwing several shots, that should have came by the 3rd or 4th round at the latest. That should have came by the 3rd or 4th round at the latest. And then he should at least, if he didn't knock him out, he should at least drop him 2 more times. And there's no way they could have took the fight from you then. So I thought Bob Arum was gonna lose 2 undisputed champions, 35-40. Y'all smoking crack. Y'all smoking big crack. He wasn't about to lose 2 undisputed champions. At all. So, but as far as giving a rematch at 47, hey, I mean, you don't get no belt. And a lot of people don't even believe after that performance that Josh Taylor gonna get a belt at 47. So, I mean, it is what it is. He's 28 years old. 26-1, southpaw. So, he been around the block. He got 27 fights. So, hey, it is what it is. Everybody don't have a killing instinct, but as far as getting a rematch, you ready to move up. He kind of fought at 47 right here. Another over 47 right here. So he pretty much he should be at May, but he more he started came in the game as a welterweight. So I mean, moving up for no belt. Shit, I don't know. You know, I think he want to get a belt, then move up first. So, you know, can he get a belt in this landscape out here? Yeah, I don't think neither one. Politics gonna stop them from getting the belt first and foremost. That's who's gonna stop you from getting the belt is the politics. The politics gonna stop you from getting the belt. You know. So I mean, you can force a mandatory, but you know, you can one of them whoop either the 4 title hold. Even you can whoop the PBC guys, bro. It don't even matter because you're not even gonna get that fight. So Al Heyman holding up a division. And they should break that shit up. They should break that. They should break that up ASAP. He shouldn't be able to run a monopoly. He shouldn't be able to run a monopoly in boxing. He run a monopoly just to hold up people's careers. So it's a point coming up there. Josh Taylor tried to get a shot. They're gonna put him through the ringer, bro. They're gonna pay him not to fight, all types of stuff. And it's messed up. Catterall go up there. I mean, you can't whip some of these dudes. You're gonna have to sit there. You're gonna sit there and wait. You want to sit there and wait on your opportunity. So I think the politics is the biggest thing to beat. And then, you know, Crawford don't have to satisfy mandatory till, you know, May 2023. He got 18 months off from the Sean Porter fight. So did that video earlier. So, hey, it is what it is. Tough beans. But, you know, that's the it's a hand they dealt. So I think if Catterall is gonna try to stay up there and get a belt. That's what's gonna happen. Catterall is gonna try to stay and get a belt. Like I said, maybe they rematch down the twilight of their careers, but I can on some Kell Brook and Amir Khan stuff. But hey, can't call it a robbery. You let it go. But immediate rematch at 47. I think Catterall is gonna stay unless it financially makes sense. They gotta offer Catterall a lot of money. It gotta make sense. So, and then can he get? I think he can squeeze back down. His career showed that he can squeeze back down to. He can fluctuate from 42, 46 to 39. So, yeah, maybe Catterall should do it, but I think he wants the belt first. So, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. It ain't like Josh Taylor got too many moves to make at 47. He in the same position as Crawford. So, we'll see. But can Catterall be, some of the younger other guys in the division? Progress, Sabril Matisse. Only time will tell. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live, drop a video. Financially support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love, support everybody, support the channel. Check out the Boxing Moves playlist. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.